shit, guys, we're back for episode 3. Joining us is not Joe Management, but instead Dan Wade, the first person to field the Facebook post, coming through with the Dunkin' Donuts, with the Misfits tee, and with the All Elite hat. I've actually never watched, I've watched maybe 30 minutes of AEW altogether.
It's different.
What am I missing out on?
Remember back in the day, like, flips and hardcore stuff and just stuff.
5-star frog splash.
It's everything. They try to, like, they're doing pay-per-view stuff every night instead of waiting a month to let it loose. They're doing it every night. You're always waiting for someone to get paralyzed. It's like,
that sounds
they're like the other night.
Shit, you got me.
You know, it used to be like a flip or so. They're doing double rotations and everything.
Wow.
Like, they're stepping up. There's barbed wire. Like, they're doing shit that definitely.
There's barbed wire. Are they choking people out?
Yeah. Oh, it's the ring ropes that are replaced.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's some like TNA.
They have celebrities that run the tent. They've
I've never heard about this.
You gotta look it up.
Dude, that's a little too All Elite for me.
That's what they live in their name.
Dude, no, that's it's amazing like how involved Saudi Arabia has gotten into global sports. It's kind of cool, man. I mean, dude, AEW, they have their own like tour to kind of go against PGA, the LIV.
Yep.
Dude, like they're making some moves, man. Like, it makes you wonder what's next. Like, dude, imagine them running like the XFL next year after.
It's supposed to start, right?
XFL, so they're in their, I believe they're in the championships right now. Jeez. Dwayne the Scorpion King Johnson fucking just whipping it all together.
Oh my god.
That's right. But, well, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is episode 3 of Classless Bastards. Obviously, I'm your daddy, Brett Porter. Joining me, my childhood best friend, Nick Bull, and Dan Wade from The Hauntings, from Lehigh, from Donnie Springer's Lucky Charms obsession. Which, dude, yeah, seriously, of all the things that we could all have a common link to, it's Gemfest and it's Donnie Springer.
Donnie Springer, yes.
So, Donnie Springer, I mentioned him briefly last week when we had Nikki Chaos on. Donnie Springer, what I love about him in the bar setting is that he's a fun-loving dude. He'll get wrecked with you, but goddamn, he can say the wrong thing. Like, real.
He usually tries to look around ahead of time, but he doesn't. He's not a very good looker.
He does, yeah. He does like, nope.
Too late.
Already invoked problems. But yeah, so you're telling me Donnie Springer's diet consists of what at Lehigh?
Well, the last time when I worked in his department, we'd open up the fridge and there'd always be a milk, like Stewart's milks, those little ones, and it would get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then one time I worked with him, I noticed, let's see, Lucky Charms, bowls of milk with it, and then cigarettes, and then I noticed that's his whole diet for the whole shift, 12 hours. That's his running fuel, is that combo right there.
6 p.m. to 6 a.m., Lucky Charms and cigarettes.
Now, I don't know if he's doing it now, but when I worked with him, that's what I saw all the time. I said, that's not bad.
I bet he still is. Like, every now and then, I'll see him at the Stewart's on Warren Street.
Oh, that's
when someone's, like, giving him a ride. And every time, I always feel like I see at least a little, like, individual thing of milk.
That's it.
Dude.
It fills up the fridge until the point where alright, Don, we gotta move them. There's too much. And they ate, right? It gets old. Oh, man, it's the worst. How long is it? Because he doesn't finish them, it doesn't seem like it. Just enough for the cereal.
He just opens a new small bottle every day and uses 2/3 of it.
It's a routine. You go to Stewart's, get your stuff, go to work. Yeah. I get it. So it all adds up, and then the dates get bigger, and you're like, oh,
wait a minute.
You gotta throw away these.
We're
turning green.
We have enough milk here to actually have.
A gallon.
One entire cow went to waste over Donnie Springer's cereal diet for the fucking month. Dude, that's crazy to think, man. And I mean, obviously, you have my sympathy with Lehigh closing down. I will say, at the very least, to your credit, you're young enough to where it's gonna suck. Yeah. Come September.
Around there.
Donnie wants to open. Donnie wants to basically spend the rest of his life like it's Cheers.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Which, hey, dude, I would love to help him with it, but dude, it's a situation that I wouldn't wish on anybody, because, I mean, he's been there. By the time the plant will close, it'll be close to 22 years.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's a hard thing to just reset from. But, I mean,
it'd be like us doing something for almost our entire life.
Yeah, and then them closing it.
Wish you luck. Good luck.
Yeah. We're gonna put on a seminar at the Queensberry Hotel.
Oh god, that was.
So if you loved Lehigh Cement, you're gonna love being a line cook at Denny's. You're gonna love.
The wages
For half the pay.
They didn't even come close. There's some that were some more, but I mean, it's like majority of them were way under. Like we're all right. We have to adjust our spending in life, obviously.
Yeah. Life's gotta wait.
It's hard for me when I have this pedal obsession. So.
Dude, yeah. So how many pedals do you think you've had thus far?
It's hard numbers, but I kept like a little book, like just because I know I'm gonna sell them. I buy them and sell them quick because I haven't found the tone. Well, actually, I recently did, but it says what was it? 38 dirt pedals, 10 chorus pedals. There's reverb pedal. There's a lot, but eventually I'll stick to one set for a while. But I seem to change it every last night, and then during the week it changes about 4 times a week. So you have to take it all apart and redo it again. 2 pedal boards I got at least right now. The big one and the small one.
That's quite impressive.
It's not fun. I just have obsession.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all have an obsession. I mean, it's not the same at all. But I bought a lot of Pokemon cards for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, in the pursuit of getting married, I sold them all, which I did very well because I did shoplift most of those fucking packs. Dude, R.I.P. the 24-hour Walmart.
Oh, I was thinking about that last night. I was like, why can't they be open? It's 12 o'clock. I want something to do.
Dude, yeah.
Back in the day, everybody spent their time there. Every night.
Well, we spent our nights there, mostly after the bar.
Yeah.
Get some frozen Tyson chicken and a couple packs of ramen.
That's right.
Yeah, if you got $2 to get dinner with Walmart's place.
That's the place.
Yeah.
Now it's 11 o'clock. I was like, it just made it up.
Dude, yeah, it's lame, man.
Such a party now.
I mean, granted, there's a lot that has happened since 2020 that will probably never be reverted back to.
24-hour Denny's.
24-hour Denny's. That was another casualty, yeah.
Where are they now? I don't even know.
I think they close at midnight.
Something like
that was after the bar.
9 p.m. on
You go to Walmart or you go to Denny's. That was your choice.
Yeah, they probably lost half of their profits just from closing overnight.
I didn't know that.
It's a damn shame. That's something I missed. I never got super drunk and then went to Denny's.
I definitely have.
Every show, Denny's.
Denny's.
They make a mess and get in trouble. It's a cigarette, not a tater tot. That happens a lot.
What?
Light it up right there. There's no smoke. I forgot.
You guys would be smoking tater tots.
I grabbed the wrong thing. What's happened?
Were you smoking cigarettes inside of fucking Denny's?
Yeah. Well, he just lit it up. He just forgot. And one of our buddies.
Oh, okay.
He got yelled at.
Out him right now.
Mike Whalen.
You're a piece of shit, Mike. How dare you?
He just forgot where he was.
He's the reason Denny's isn't 24 hours.
He did it there.
Anymore.
He did it at 14 degrees. He forgot. Just don't do it inside.
Yeah. I mean, Peter's is different. We have a smoking room. Which is
that's cool.
Dude, it's a relic, brother. It's an awesome. Yeah. It's a crazy thing to think that there's us and one other bar in New York State that are grandfathered into this. Really? But dude, it's super convenient. Dude, raining outside, you don't want to go out there. No. Cold? No. Dude, no. You just go in there. And even if you don't have a cigarette, you walk inside and there's 4 people smoking. You've inhaled yourself.
You've smoked a cigarette.
You've smoked a cigarette. You smell like it. You feel like it. You look like it. Oh, God, but enough about me. Nick, you went to Wingfest yesterday.
Yeah, it was a great time. A couple of places I was a little disappointed by. I won't mention the bad names. But the good names were Davidson Brothers was probably my favorite. They had this medium buffalo wing. Just the skin was perfectly crispy. Chicken was juicy on the inside. Cooked medium rare, just the way I like it. Then I went over to Bullpen.
They're wings.
You heard me.
It's chicken.
Anyway.
You can't have bacon. We literally were just talking about this with that Portable Grill video we were watching. You can't have bacon fucking chicken, dude.
Or in pork.
Or in pork.
That's what they say. But yeah, so Davidson Brothers was really good. That medium buffalo. They had this agave flavor too, which I'd never had on a wing or in anything except tequila. So then afterwards we went over to the Bullpen, which they're normally the winners. I'm not sure who won this year. We tried to go online and vote, and we were having problems with the connection to the website. But Bullpen had this garlic buffalo flavor. It wasn't too hot, but it was super sweet taste to it. It was excellent.
Well, fantastic. Well, to those of you who are interested, when we form the Classless Bastards OnlyFans page, we'll shoot like a deep cut episode where we rag on the bad bars with bad wings. But until then, you're gonna have to just use your imagination. Do some what's the word? Like process of elimination. You heard some names. What names didn't you hear?
There you go.
That's the question. So Jesus Christ. So your drummer's a dad now, man.
Yep. He's a daddy.
Have you guys thought about putting out any kind of like temp work until his is he son or daughter, by the way?
It's his daughter.
Until she's like off to college or something.
That one.
Like see just some kind of temp gig.
I don't know. Me and the drummer play together, but that's the band so far right now.
That's
the basement practices. Got him back out. You had to force him, but it happened. So we jammed a couple times this past few weeks, and it seems like he didn't lose it. I mean, his drum stayed in the car since the last show.
Really?
It's been sitting in his car, which I don't know. Music, you don't want to leave anything in your car that long.
Especially with
the weather
drums.
changes.
Yeah, especially with drums. I feel like
probably loosen up.
He's
Dude, probably ruin the heads.
October 2nd, the day after we left that gig.
Dude, yeah. I remember. The world's craziest double booking went on because I was there October 1st, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. My parents came. They were super proud. I felt like, hey, I did something right. October 2nd, people are coming up to me like, oh my God, dude, thank you for putting this on. And for one, little did they realize how, it was a team effort. But I'm like, we can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm just like, no, I have a wedding to go to.
Oh, man.
Sorry. But it was great because I got really drunk, violently drunk, so fucking drunk, and had a fun time. Had a very good prime rib or something. I don't remember. The food was the least of my concerns at that point. I gave a great best man speech, as Nick can attest. It was his wedding.
Yeah, my wedding.
Oh, wow.
That was wild. So this year, hopefully no one's getting married.
Except for you.
That's not until November.
Oh.
November 4th, dude.
Wow.
We are almost... It is April 30. Yeah, so we're 6 months, 4 days to the destination.
Man.
And we need a lot of money. So keep that in mind.
Donations.
Always donations.
Cash app in the description.
Yeah, cash app in the description. Link in bio. But yeah, dude. So you've been kind of like the prodigal son of Glens Falls music for a long fucking time. I mean,
I guess.
I always say as like my case in point is I've only seen one person bleed on their fucking guitar.
Oh, that was me.
I forgot
about that.
How do you forget?
Shred too hard, man.
My finger hit it. I don't know. I hold the pick like I always do. It just happens to be that particular day.
Just that?
I'm just hitting it a little different. I don't know what it is. And then I'm like, my finger, it's hurting, but whatever. Then you just look up, you see a splatter of blood. And you're like, that's from me? And then at the end, it started hurting more. I was like, you just fight through it. Because my thumb started going numb.
Oh, God damn.
Strictly the thumbs. It always, right there.
Really?
Play. I'm downstrokes mostly, but I somehow was hitting it good enough. I was trimming the pick because I waste picks like more than anybody. I looked around my house and I'm like, they're all over the place. Because once I lose that pinch of the tip, I throw it away. Most people let them go whatever, right? They let them shrink. Once I feel like, I have to push a little harder. Because tip means like you barely got to do anything when you're playing. I'm sure everybody else doesn't play like that because a pick want to last a little longer. I give it like 10 minutes, throw it, put a new one on. I was at 3 ready to go. Always.
How many picks do you go through during a set? Do you think?
2.5.
2.5?
Because 2 are gone. They're usually about 30 and 35 minutes. And I'm feeling it. Once I feel like I have to try a little harder, I'm like, oh, that's it. See you later.
There it is.
I throw it. And it's usually the third one's like, I use it just enough to finish the last 2 songs. It seems to always happen.
Goddamn.
But yeah, 3 picks. 2.5.
Dude, somewhere in the world there's got to be pictures of you bleeding on your fucking guitar.
That one though, that was
Jam. That was Jam Fest 2021, I believe.
Yeah, the Shirt Factory.
Yeah.
I had a green guitar that week.
That week.
I miss it. There's always the buyer's what was it?
Buyer's remorse.
Buyer's regret. There's everything.
Or the seller's remorse. I forgot.
Mostly that one. And then you're like, oh man, what have I done? This isn't me. Everybody that I know, Alex Management, they all tell me, oh, I can't believe I got rid of that. And you're like, yeah, because all of a sudden you have this idea in your brain. It happens to all of us. Like, dude, you mess up, you go on the websites, a Parkway or whatever, and they come out because they always put on the newest things they got in.
Yeah.
After they fix it up or whatever, and you're like, your brain just shuts off everything. How much can I save by trading and all this? So you'll do the math because if you're good at this, like I am, you know how much you're gonna get before you even get there. So everything you want to get rid of that you kind of want to get rid of. I mean, I don't want to, but I'm going to just afford this one guitar. And now I have only 2 guitars out of the 20 I've had.
Damn.
I bought the highest end to me that there is, and then I'm like, oh, but I missed this one. This one's not paid off yet, but I got rid of it. Let's just put it there. Let's just say that. Let's say I'm in that.
Picked this one up at the Rent-A-Center last week.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, they actually almost kicked down my door to confiscate it.
Really?
I just thought it was my neighbor. Dude, okay.
Go through that.
Dude, you guys have a fucking interesting neighbor.
Oh.
And I'm very happy that he probably doesn't have internet.
Oh,
Or know who we
he
are.
says he has a following of 80,000, but we don't know what are you talking about. Instagram? We just think in the
But like
world.
jihadists?
He's talking about
Dude,
first day I moved in. We're getting the cops up, like are coming to my house. I'm like, hey, what do we do? We just bought this. Hey, just let us know when he gets home. Give us a call. I'm like, you're our neighbor, okay. And we secretly called once we noticed he was home. We went in the back like, okay. Hello, call. Hey, he's here.
Jesus.
And we're like, this is
All right, we're coming back for him.
right off the bat. I'm like, oh, it's the first day. This is insane. And then the next day, there's somebody robbed Cumbies by Burgoyne Avenue.
Yeah.
The kids ran through our backyard with masks on, and my girlfriend tells everybody get inside. There's kids with masks, like skeleton masks. And
That's
like,
crazy.
This is from the movies. It seems like, and they're running through everyone's having a barbecue or whatever. It's
Topping everybody's fence.
Like
Yeah,
Ferris
we don't
Bueller's
have
Day
fence.
Off, dude.
We don't really have a fence like here, so you can cut through.
Yep.
It's not like here. You can just go through everyone's backyard, and then everyone's out. And I heard our neighbor say, "Can I help you?" And these kids have kind of beers, kind of not, because it looks like they broke them. And then I'm not thinking. I go to Cumbies to get my drinks, and I see a mess. And I go, "What happened?" Like, these kids robbed us, but they messed up. They dropped them all. And then we got away with like a 30 rag or something.
Wow.
And then we come back, and then we see like commotion. We got in the car. You see 12 cops point at these 3 kids with guns. Like six houses still off.
Holy shit.
Like, this is my second day in this town. Like, I moved from West Walls to Houses Ball. It's not much of a huge jump, but I'm like, wow, things are
There,
bumping around here.
there was an active shooter the beginning or the end of last year.
Really?
Right. So if you go like into my backyard and then like kitty corner, kind of that side, there was a guy that was holed up in his house, threatened his wife or his girlfriend with a gun, and then ended up shooting himself. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of action around there. It's quiet most of
There was cops walking down the road and then walking through my yard and go. I was like, "Hello, can I help any of you guys?"
back in the house.
They didn't even tell me to get inside.
Just kept, go ahead.
It's like a,
They didn't tell me anything that was going on. I had to go online on Facebook and figure it out.
Holy
As these
crap.
cops are out my yard.
We'll keep it low key.
Yeah. Well, you would have thought that they would have told me to go inside.
That's what they do in the movies. Get back inside.
yeah, you think that would be a top priority for him.
They might have needed help.
Like, hey, how would you like to make... I'm trying to think of what Washington County Sheriff. So Washington County Sheriffs, if you sign up to be... If you get a job as a part-time Washington County Sheriff, I think starting pay is $18 an hour. To be a sheriff. Dude. Imagine just them coming up to you, "Hey, young fella. How would you like to make $18 an hour?"
What's the gig?
All we need you to do
Just hold this gun.
hold this gun and point it at anyone who points a gun at you.
Anyone without a uniform, just start
Right.
firing at them.
Just start shooting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Oh, man.
Dude, it's a weird time living nuts and falls, I'd imagine. Which is
Yeah.
Taylor and I, excuse me, my fiance and I are looking at possibly looking at a duplex.
Yeah.
To start our entrepreneurial stuff, bust out that inner Jerry V. And
Oh, yeah.
so we're hearing this. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I've always had a negative opinion of Hudson Falls, but
Like you might be able to get a good
Same
deal.
here. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Dude,
cheaper.
Yeah,
It really is.
How about that house on the other side of him?
Oh, that's I just met that neighbor too at the skate park. It was weird. The other night, he's telling me I better cut down my tree. This is it's a small world. I don't understand what just happened to me the other night.
That comes up to you to skate.
Better cut down that fucking tree.
Well, I'm skating along. I was seeing if Frankie wanted to come, but I was just skating, and me and this guy started talking. He's got a kid there. I was like, showing him how to tighten trucks, and then he was just talking about, we don't have anywhere to skateboard in Hudson Falls because there's nothing really anymore. And I was like, I live there too. And he asked me where I live, and apparently he's my neighbor on the other side of Crazy Guy's house.
Wow.
And apparently he comes over all the time to look at this one tree that's ready to take down Weller's, the Napa store.
It'd be like, stop looking at my tree.
And I'm like,
man.
oh, you're really going? Because I have a dog who's a Malinois, Belgian Malinois, a cop dog. So like he lets us know, and he's ready to kill. So I was like, I know if someone's coming over, my dog just lets me know immediately before they even near my yard. That's his job, stare and look. And this guy's telling me at the skate park that you need to cut down that tree. And I'm like, I just met you. He's like, whoa, you're looking at $20,000 damage and probably lose your house. I'm like, this is the first time this guy's ever talked to me. I'm like,
that's a hell of a first impression.
You're looking around the skate park and
I'm like,
concrete everywhere.
What day was this?
no, what was it? Friday? I think Thursday. I forgot. Thursday or Friday night.
Sure.
I was there kind of late.
Okay, I'm trying to think because when we were there not too long ago talking about, I forget what exactly the fuck we were doing. You're talking about, but there was one guy there skating who, like, just he's the owner of Bistro LaRue. That's why I didn't know. I don't know if the timing had like.
Oh no.
Because he is a cool. That guy actually saved my life in the weirdest way
Really?
possible. My grandmother's car, because my car was in the shop. I was borrowing my grandmother's like fucking 1994
Nice.
Buick
Yeah.
LeSabre.
Dude, that's Grand Theft Auto cars.
Dude, it's a great dude. Smooth ride, but goddamn, if you blink at it, it loses a quarter tank of gas.
Oh.
They're
Gas
gas
guzzler.
hogs, dude.
Oh.
And also, it just hadn't been used in like 4 or 5 months, and you can't just
Yes.
you can't just
Turn on and go.
yeah, which I
Warm it up.
forgot that was a thing. So at the intersection of 149 Bay Road, right under the light, the car just stops moving. And I'm just standing out front, I'm just like, I'm trying to steer it to like somewhere I could push it off into the distance. Like there's
Yeah.
Into the woods and leave it.
yeah, just leave it for someone else to make it their problem. And all of a sudden, like, every person in the kitchen, one of the bartenders from
Yeah.
Bistro LaRue just sprints out.
We're mechanics.
They're like, and they send like
Don't worry, this happens all the time.
They send like this
Like
little,
NASCAR?
they send like this little 12-year-old kid, looked like he wasn't old enough to work at a bar, but who cares? Gets in the car,
Oh.
and he was like, I'm gonna steer it, you guys push. I'm like, okay. So, dude, 4 or 5 of us push it. We get it into this little grass embankment, like 30, 40 feet away.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, God, thank you guys. I don't know what I would have done without. And as I'm saying that, fucking tractor trailer just guns it through. I'm like, wow, that could have been me.
His
That could have been the final destination.
final destination. That's right.
So yeah, I hold a lot of respect for them. I hope they're all doing well. I hope they're all in happy lives because, like, it would have sucked enough.
The whole dying thing.
The whole dying thing. But if you saw that car, dude, this LeSabre was a fucking.
Was it the white one?
No. She traded that one in or did whatever with it, and got like a tan one.
I think I do remember that actually.
It still exists somewhere.
That's still sitting there on the corner of 149 Bay.
Yeah. It's actually a permanent hood ornament, lawn ornament now. It's fantastic. It's a great car. Yeah, you just have to. You have to let it warm up, and you can't you can't just hammer it. I abused the fuck out of it. I only used it for like 3 days. I abused the fuck out of it. I was like going 80 down, going down 87. Speed limit only goes to like 85 on the speedometer.
Oh shit.
You're like, we can hit it. I know we can.
88 is where you want to be.
88, yeah. We're gonna go back in time to when they originally invented the LeSabre. Tell them they need to make some additions. But God, dude. So
Makes me think of when I had the Cavalier. The way that I used to
Cadillac.
just destroy that thing.
Dan, what was your first car?
Chevy Malibu
Really?
from Mothers in Fort Edward. They went out of business a month later. It was tinfoil in the engine. I was like, that's not right. It's my first car. Go out
Tinfoil in it?
These people went out of business a month later, and I heard nothing but, dude, you don't want to buy some.
Weird.
I was like,
Sounds like they were running a good business.
$2,000 or less. Two
Is that-
cars.
is
It's
that
my first
where
college car.
Is that where you got your Cadillac?
No, that was a private sale.
That's the thing.
Private seller.
So like I learned, okay, so that's a place you don't want to shop at. Okay, but they're cheap. They're under $2,000. I can afford this.
Like how
You
much?
got what you got.
How much was the Cavalier?
I don't even remember.
Because that,
1,500, $2,000, something like that. I lost reverse in it 3 times within 6 months. Well, not a new transmission, but a used transmission after it went the first time. I think might have put another used one in the second time, and it just kept going. I don't know what the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was e-braking on the corners that was doing it, or what. But I did beat the hell out of that thing.
I miss that car.
I don't
still
miss that car.
I guess I've met very few people who have gone through as many cars as you. in
It's
the
like
time
8,
in the
9.
time span.
Oh.
I don't even think I remember all of them. I mean, obviously the Cadillac, the Cherokee, the Grand Cherokee.
Yep. The Escape and the other
The
Escape.
Escape and the other Escape. The Jetta.
The Jetta.
The Durango. And that might have actually been it.
So what, 6, 7?
Cavalier, Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, 2 Escapes, Jetta, Durango. So,
Still quite a bit.
yeah.
I've only been driving for 10 years. Just get a new car just wreck it and get another one.
Dude, just lifetime beaters, man. How do you go wrong with that?
You hit something really hard with them.
But it's choosing them too. I'm like,
Yeah.
this car was in Grand Theft Auto. I chose that one. That's what happened.
You really
Every
picked
car.
the Malibu because it was in Grand
Remember,
Theft Auto?
I don't know what it was. I would pick that in Vice City, and I just saw it this lot. I was like, man.
Did you wear a Hawaiian shirt while I drove it?
Okay, one time, and it did just like in the game, it would stop and keep going with the engine off down the Southland Falls Bridge. I'd be okay. It would
Wait
shut
a minute.
off. I bring it back. What's going on? He's like, oh, it's just a feature. It means
You're saving gas.
That's what he said. He said, it's shutting off because it's like a weight thing with the key. And I was like,
What?
He told me a secret, but I'm like, I just coasted down that bridge and somehow.
Right, you got no power steering.
It happened all the time. Every day I'd wait for it. Oh, here it comes. Get ready. I would brace myself. Go to ACC for college. Like, oh, here it comes. It shut off. He thought it was a feature, and then they went out of business a month later. I'm like, all right, yep, tinfoil engine.
You ever been driving down the road like decently fast? Throw your car into neutral, turn the car off,
Oh,
and then turn the car back? I don't know. I was just maybe I have.
try it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Exhilarating.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just to see what happened.
I remember. So there was one time
But you're
that
in neutral, so just keep rolling.
there's one time that I was on my way home from when I was working at the Great Escape when I was 17. Me and Zach Combs. My gas light had turned on my way to the Great Escape,
Oh.
and I did not have any money, nor did he. So he tells me, he says, "Listen, on the way home, only use the gas when you have to, and while you're coasting, I'm gonna shift your car into neutral, because that's gonna help."
Dude, and it does. I've done that too.
Dude, and you know where we ended up? Bistro LaRue.
That's where you ran out.
Dude, my grandmother and her fucking LeSabre pulled up behind us and was like, "Prep Mike, what the fuck are you doing?"
I was gonna say my gas.
So she like poured gas in our car and she left, and I'm just sitting there like trying to absorb what just happened. And this was at a time like it used to be a big like cell phone service like dead zone.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to call someone. Well, no, hey, we're not dead. It's like 7 at night. And then this very, like, I hate to say it, very rapey looking truck.
The truck looked
A
rapey.
very rapey looking van,
a van.
excuse me. It was a van, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. That's
This guy
great.
comes out, like, red, rusted out Chevy Astro van,
Overalls
Oh
on.
yeah.
overalls on,
That's the one.
protruding gut,
Oh, that's the
and
classic.
and a bucket hat. Which that was the part that really threw me on.
Bucket hat made out of straw, so we can take one piece out at a time and chew on it.
Yeah, and chew on it and tell you where you went wrong. So he's like, "You boys all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys need a ride?" And we're like, no. He's like, "Oh,
Sure.
oh." He's like, "Well, I got a little bit of gas in my can here. Just take it."
Oh.
And he goes back to his truck. He's like, "Don't go anywhere."
Oh.
I'm like, oh no. I'm just like trying to cover,
Whoops, chains are coming.
trying to cover myself up. And he gives us each.
Okay.
Okay. You know, you look a lot prettier when you smile.
You're the gumball.
Oh God. So, gives myself and my friend Zach this biblical pamphlet on how we would know when the end times are coming.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's like, oh, thank God. I thought he was
Have a
trying.
pamphlet.
Thought he was trying to molest me. It's like, God, you're just a Christian, okay?
You know where this gas came from? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Nick, how would you know that there was a storm coming?
I got asked by a guy one time.
Please
He's like,
don't, man.
how would you know if a storm was coming? It was like, I'd probably look up. If I was inside, I would look on my phone, and that would tell me for the next week if any storms are going to come. He's like, no, but if this is a storm that the weather won't be able to tell you about.
That's right.
If the storm was Jesus, I guess, or maybe the horsemen. I don't know, but that kind of tripped me out. It's like the message is the mantra guy. I felt the same discomfort from that guy that was carrying the tree as I did from being asked about the storm.
You chose to walk home.
I did.
You could have Ubered.
I could have.
Because you're coming from, it was Glens Falls Town Court, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if you didn't tune in, yeah. Nick got to encounter a very, well, if you have the video, we'll show you after, but I love hearing this story because some people don't believe that the residents of Maple Street, like the Maple Street, like fucking mongoloids that just walk around, that they exist.
It's,
people don't think they're real.
No.
Yeah, I lived there for a year and a half.
Really?
It's real. Wake up like every day with a new shopping cart in your front door. One time it helped me out though, because I locked myself out of my apartment. Luckily, there was a shopping cart out on the side of my house.
Did you bust through your door?
I stood on the shopping cart, opened the window because they're like the real cheap ones you can open from the top to the bottom, and I just climbed in through the window. That shopping cart saved the day.
I'm trying to remember where I busted in through the window once. There was one place. No, dude, my apartment in Plattsburgh. When my Bosnian friend Daniel was over, I gave him my key, and I realized, well, we don't have a spare anywhere, but it was like September. It was still warm up there, dude. 3 different times in the same fucking day, I went in through the window because the door was not like I couldn't credit card my way in.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I wasn't good enough at credit carding yet.
Oh, it takes time.
Yeah, dude. The amount of times that our door at this apartment has been credit carded, like it almost looks like it's the location of like a fraud department.
Yeah, like scratches from overtime doing it.
Dude, yeah. There's actually there's scratches on the door. But there's also like dents from where people were trying to kick their way in.
Yeah.
Before we moved here, there's like, dude, I don't know if you can see them. There's still like fucking glow in the dark stars. This was somebody's.
Oh, it's classic.
This
yeah.
was,
hell yeah.
dude. And up here, to those of you who can't see it, which is all of you, with God, all things are possible. Listen, dude, I don't care what the fuck you believe in, but every guest we've ever had on this podcast, and every guest we will have on this podcast, is going to have to look at that and think,
okay,
what would Jesus
I'll give,
do?
yeah.
What, yeah.
I go, oh, he's
What
one
would
of those,
Jesus
that's
do?
fine.
It's one of those, yeah.
It's a perfect spot.
Everyone can look at it when
That was the first thing he put up when he moved in
That's
there.
what I thought. I was like, okay.
the stars were
I was looking
second.
around and I was like, well, okay, I get it. Oh,
Well,
there it is.
Allegedly, the tenants before us had treated this apartment as a meth lab.
Oh,
And this was their child's room.
so this is the safe room.
This is the safe room.
Well, they do Breaking Bad over there.
No, they. Oh, there's a fucking attic right there,
Upstairs.
man.
Oh,
They broke
That's
bad.
the
They broke bad up there.
Okay.
Glens Falls is weird, man. It's like on one hand, like listen, we're on the come up in so many things.
Yeah.
I think the bar culture is
Bars,
making a way
Oh,
back,
yeah,
back to what it was in the 80s and 90s. Music wise,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's awesome, right?
there are many bars you can see a good band play on a Thursday night.
Every night, yeah.
There's a couple great venues. I mean, you have both the Wood and Park Theater.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, like the Civic Center is always going to be the Civic Center. That's not really going to change. But in so many ways, Glens Falls is becoming like hometown USA again. And then we move in right after a meth lab bust. Like there's a real juxtaposition there somewhere.
They give you a deal because of it?
Dude, our rent's like $800.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
But the best part about it is our landlord. This is technically a 2-bedroom.
Okay.
He advertised it as a 1-bedroom, 1 office. He was just like, yeah, I don't want any fucking. The last thing I want is like a fucking single mother in here ruining shit. So thank God that I'm not a single mother, and that my fiance isn't a single mother yet,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
because we have a good deal on this.
Yeah, no,
it's like
it's good.
800. It might be 850 actually,
Awesome.
but still, not bad.
That's my half for mortgage. That's good.
Oh yeah, that conversation's come up a few
Oh,
times,
yeah.
and I've learned that I'm quite poor. But
You're wrong.
say I love you. So, dude, you've been in the Hauntings, you've been in the Archfiends. What was the first band you were ever in?
You ready?
Tell me.
The Poops.
Who was in the Poops?
Who came up with that name?
This is high school. DJ Kilmartin, Will Farrell, or Will Parker.
Will Ferrell was in your band?
Not that one.
No way.
No, Will Parker. Let me get it right. I gotta mix it up. Will Parker and DJ Kilmartin. Works at Domino's.
I've probably seen him.
Of course. He has a mustache. A very unique one.
Oh.
If you ever go to Domino's.
Not like not like killed 6 million unique.
Like,
but like
70s porn star.
Oh, okay.
He's always in there. The one down, right across the
Between the handlebar and the...
just
between the
and the
handlebar and the
6
hurler. Yeah.
Yep.
So the Poops.
Yep.
What was the Poops' first gig?
Oh, did we even play it?
That sounds like our first.
I think it was just like
Torture.
I don't remember. We might have. I just strictly remember garage practice. Yeah, I might have been strictly garage thing. My first anything.
Talks about chicks.
Talk about chicks. Play nothing but. All right, we gotta learn this cover. Oh, we gotta learn this cover, and then you eventually come up with your own. Like that sounds like the cover.
It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, this sounds like it sounds like it could have been anyone else.
But first, and I knew the typical one chord, the power chord. That's all I was doing back
Do
then.
you need anything else in punk?
No, really, that's what they say. Is just that's it. Just
Power.
do a power chord, strong.
do
That's
another
it.
power
A lot of
chord.
distortion, overdrive.
Oh,
that's it.
absolutely, man. Maybe some gem drive somewhere in there.
Yep. Oh, it works good.
But yeah, dude. So our first band, we never played a gig. We never even had a practice.
So it's the name.
And none of us were very good at any
You
of it.
promote the name. That's what you do.
That's exactly what we did.
That's what you have to
We're
do.
the Scorchers, dude.
Yes.
Huge cult following.
Dude.
I like the
Yeah.
name. The name's catchy.
Yeah, we were actually endorsed by Nexium. when people thought they had no purpose in their life, Nexium was calling us like, listen, how do we get through to these people? And we just said, listen,
We're gonna book you.
we're gonna book you. And then
Sponsored by Chantex. And
yeah, we're sponsored by Chantix and fucking dollar store Viagra. Which neither of which ever came through. We never got any sponsorship money.
yeah, but we just still kept buying them for some reason.
Yeah, I thought eventually it was like a loyalty.
Sponsored by Vagisil. Patty.
Dude, yeah, that was such a great South Park episode.
The NASCAR one.
Dude,
She's my muse and my flame.
I just love the fact that South Park swings and never misses.
Oh.
They just know how to shit on everybody.
They wait for something to happen. They write. Oh, get that down quick.
Right now.
We're gonna make a season.
We're gonna make an episode out of this 5.5 days from now.
That's what they do.
Yeah, and they've been
The election. I think they had 2 ready. Whoever won, they had at least that one. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Amazing. They
With the only time, so they had a plan with the Obama John McCain election.
Yeah.
The original plan was they anticipated Obama to win, like as did everybody.
Right.
But they had this plan, which was if John McCain won, they were gonna get drunk instead, and they were gonna live stream the election and just shit on everything as like
that
results
would've been
reported.
sweet, too.
That never happened, and instead Barack Obama came in.
They released that one. They're ready to go. Obama said we can change.
I can only imagine what that episode could have been like.
Oh,
And I thought that was the plan too. Like a lot of people speculate that when Trump won the 2016 election, that it kind of put their plans into a tilly. Because I mean, realistically speaking, a lot of analysts weren't expecting Trump to win. A lot of people weren't, like especially in fucking Hollywood. So I think they kind of had to backpedal and get really creative really fast for that season of South Park. And some people say it's like their worst season, but
Mr. Garrison as Trump.
But Garrison is Trump, dude, as giant douche. My opponent is a liar and cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
Stop saying, like, literally just trying not to win the election.
Turd sandwich or a giant douche.
It's always what it's down to, man. Hell, I ran for town supervisor once. I lost by 500 votes.
Really?
Yeah, it was a great run. Well, the worst thing that happened was when I was going to do my door-to-door, like 2-3 weeks before the election. It was exactly 10 days before the election. I got COVID.
Oh, shit.
Just when the restriction went from a 2-week quarantine to a 10-day quarantine.
Yeah.
So, my last night of quarantine, I got to read the Post-Star about how I lost by fucking 500 votes. Dude, 527 to 27.
Get well, card reader.
527 to 27, man. It was terrible. So, I don't know. Maybe politics isn't in my path. I can be a giant douche any day, but it's all about trying to find the turd sandwich
That's
you
right.
think you can beat in the election.
And the right sauce to put on it.
Goddamn right. Oh. So, after the poops,
Yep.
was that straight to Archfiends?
No, Tapioca Sunrise in high school.
Tapioca Sunrise, dude.
That's right. It was just friends of us we had a film class, film literature, and that's how this band formed because of class. We were like, oh, with the finals, create like a movie or whatever, and you're gonna get a grade on it. And we were like, all right, this is easy, Spinal Tap remake, and we did it.
Nice.
It's on YouTube right now.
Really?
You look up Tapioca Sunrise Part 1, Part 2, Part 3.
So, like,
I'm pooping in one of the scenes.
like, actively or just on?
It's a jockstrap and I put it on backwards. So I messed up at first. I had to fix that. I put it on reverse. And I walked through I was like, is this how you do it, guys? So I was like...
that wasn't by design, that was just...
No, I didn't, because I've never worn them. I just played sports without them.
Was the cup in it?
Yeah, it's a long time ago. I just know that it was out and I was only covered in my butt. So they no, you put it the other way around.
So your film literature friends all just saw your cock.
Yeah, they took go back and put it the right way.
Like you'd shit yourself because you have a cup.
Because I was having an interview. I'm on the toilet having an interview with Pete Nordsey, and the guitar is blocking my jump. Well, just enough to have my legs, and I'm wiping. So like this is brutal. Like,
were you actively shitting or
not
playing?
Really.
Okay.
Playing.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, we wouldn't do that. I mean, we thought.
I didn't know.
We thought about it, and we're like, no, because
I thought it was a shot at your last band, The Poops.
I don't know why this. And I have a sombrero on, guitar with like 3 strings. Yeah, so Tapioca Sunrise Part 2, I think, on YouTube.
Wow, I'm gonna have to.
There's 3 parts. one guy gets speared by a guy naked in a robot suit.
Speared, like as in like WWE spear,
Yeah,
or like
at the
spear.
At the Charlie Wood Theater.
Really?
A robot gets speared by Tim Hatch, I think his name was, with his pants down.
Wow.
There's some nudity in this.
Wow.
It's 2007. It was a good year.
It was a simpler time.
Yeah.
I mean, on the episode on the Cheap Flights podcast we just shot, we were at Putnam Place, and I saw so many chairs, like folding chairs, and I was like, dude,
you're right.
We need to close out the podcast with me like trying to sell a chair shot.
Yeah, sell it good.
And I told Frankie, I was like, listen, and I fucked up, like looking at it in post. I fucked up because normally selling a good chair shot, if you don't want to actually get hit in the face,
You cover.
But you cover.
That's
like,
the rule nowadays.
You cover right here. Yeah, you can't.
Back in the day, they took them.
Yeah.
But then that's why you got the Crispin Waft.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many chair shots. I have an 8-year-old brain now after that.
Dude, yeah, CTE is a real thing.
Oh.
But yeah, so we looked at it in like after the fact. I thought my hands were like right here, but my hands were like out here.
Oh, so
really just
like a distant shot. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good for it,
It was a great, like, it felt good. I felt good about it.
Like, I've taken a bump in a wrestling ring just for fun, just to see what it's like. And they always say it's trample. I'm like, dude, that hurt. That sucked. Because I didn't do it right.
Yeah, there's a right way to do it.
You didn't get hit in the face properly.
Oh yeah, it was the Hacksaw Jim Duggan in Whitehall, and they let me do
Whitehall Armory, dude.
Let me do a bump. Yeah, dude, I took a bump. Like, I did it wrong. That hurt like shit.
Man,
And I ran into the rope. I did that wrong. I was like, man, this really is training. Like, it ain't just something you just do perfect right off the bat.
Man, I
took a bump bad.
Frankie and I really want to make our own ring and have like a Mirth Wrestling.
That's right.
Mirth Wrestling Federation.
I'll sign up.
Because dude, he already has his name, Northway Frank. And I said I'm gonna be the captain. Doug decided he's gonna be the Flying Dorito. He was like, that's just the first thing that came to mind. I was like, word, I can get down with that. I decided I'm gonna be the captain. I'm gonna go to like the Lake George gift shop and get one of those like shitty captain's hats. But then I'm gonna take like 2 foreigners that are on J1 visas, and I'm gonna my character's gonna send them to like do the dirty work for me, and then I'm gonna go in and pin them after. Then I'm gonna give me $7.25 an hour.
They'll take it.
Dick, what would your character be?
That's tough. I would probably try to do something kind of like a Randy Savage, maybe like a Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can come up with a good name right now. No, I can't.
What about you, Dan?
It's always Danimal. It just seems to be my thing. Yeah.
You might get some trademark.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's some yogurt, but we can work around. Change the letters, change the words.
Yeah, I mean, I was here first anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Dude,
I always thought it was
you could throw them at people.
That's right.
Like
Marketing, yeah.
Jerry had the green mist.
Yeah,
Dude, you
Jerry.
have the Danimal. You have the Danimal.
Damn, spit yogurt on him.
It's gross.
Dude.
It's
Imagine
thick.
standing
It's kind of
underneath
thick too.
Yeah, imagine.
He used to have the drinkable one. Then
Yeah.
that might work.
Imagine Triple H doing like that, his entrance, but with animals.
You just see it falling down and you're like, this is gonna be good.
Get
Get all
down.
over your face.
Get down.
Oh,
Would it be
you
sticky?
gotta wash it on.
Dude, oh god.
Would he hand you a towel after?
No, he'd call you an Uber.
Lose my number, by the way.
I lose my number. This was a one-night thing. I'm spitting yogurt on your mom tonight.
Oh man.
See how that goes. Jesus Christ. I feel like we had a direction at some point, and it's just been, it hasn't been a thing anymore. Which, I don't care. I've had a lot of fun. I would love to, I want to build a wrestling ring, though. That is that is next. At some point, well, this is Taylor's stepmom's table. I want to bust someone through this fucking table just once.
Oh yeah.
That's the...
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That
I
works.
just
That'll work.
realized
Bend it
this
right in
is
half.
covered.
Yeah. And also thank you to Nick Bull for getting us a fitted sheet for this table because
The table condom.
because
It's like a show table, so you can still.
I brought the
put
wrong
it on
type to Wild in the Trees, and it was a windy day.
Yeah.
I was looking at everybody else like, how come theirs stays on? I was like, oh, it's actually fitted. I brought this a normal Walmart tablecloth,
Dude,
and it wouldn't stay.
there's a bed sheet right there. That's what I was using a fucking.
I didn't realize there's a special like it ain't dense like that kind of like everybody else's.
See, I thought it was like actually like a fitted sheet where you had to tuck it in somewhere, and it's not necessarily, but it's just it's just tailor made for the exact dimensions of this table.
I didn't realize that's how it works. I messed up that day.
Because I thought it was I was thinking it was like a fitted sheet of like
it would be tighter up here.
Yeah, so I was like you know, I hate fitted sheets.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them. Like,
they come right off, and that's it.
yeah, you get 3 corners, you go to do the last one, and
it
then
flings back.
Yeah,
They have clips. We got that.
That'll put me in a fit of autistic rage.
2
like,
clips on each
faster than
side.
anything
That's
else.
how we do it now.
Yes, like from
works.
just before and just after the corner. I've heard that a lot. I've just never.
Well,
never
take them
done
off though. It flings right back at you.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta be careful. That's
Dude.
what girlfriend puts them on.
I'm learning so much right now.
It works.
Yeah, we just don't do. I've learned the best way for me to go about this is I have my fiance do it instead.
That's right.
It tends to help a lot. Really just gets really the best way to go about it. I would caution, but who knows? And somehow they and what I was getting at with that is I thought that it would be like putting a fitted sheet on. It would be like putting a fitted sheet on a table. But it's not.
No.
Because that would have drove me fucking bananas.
Yeah, that last one, it was just like, it would sit on the table. I mean, if you touch it this much, the whole cloth is moving all over, wrinkling up.
Yeah.
And
So this is the high roller one.
Alright. Dude.
this is what kings use.
Yeah. Oh, dude, where did I put the Ghost Carolina Reaper peppers?
I think they're out on your coffee table.
I bought these. Well, I bought these because we had this idea.
Uh-oh.
We were gonna have Nick come on the podcast, the Anthony Rikiki podcast.
Yeah.
And the plan is we were gonna, it was supposed to be just a prank. He was like, hey, welcome to Mirth Films, buddy. So
Try this.
we were gonna give him a script, and the first line was to say, hey, this is Nick Bull with Mirth Films, and today I'm gonna eat a ghost pepper.
And I would have just read it and I realized what was happening.
You gotta film that right. Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And
I do love hot stuff,
It's
so I'd probably be okay.
You gotta commit to it.
they're dried and they're dude. I shook the bag and there's so much like just dust residue.
If
like,
you open that the wrong way without sunglasses on, you might go blind.
Well, I saw this little kid on YouTube and he thought that the joke is you just take it and swallow, and he did it. And then all of a sudden the reality came in. I'm gonna die! He's screaming because he felt the burn coming.
Yeah,
because it does take a while to heat.
Yeah, so he read the instructions wrong. You're supposed to take a little bites here and there, and he swallowed the whole thing. And 10 minutes of crying I watched.
Yeah, you can get violently ill from it.
Yeah. And at school too.
Do you guys remember the guy who packed it into his bong and smoked it?
No.
I feel like I've seen that video. Oh, that's just
It kind of gives me an idea for like something to do to people I don't like though.
Oh man.
I don't think I could bring myself to do it. I'd have to really hate somebody.
Is that
You don't
considered
understand.
murder?
You don't understand.
Yeah, what
you
if
don't understand how
their lungs
You
explode?
don't understand
That's
how
murder.
petty I am, dude. Like the amount of pettiness that I exist with in a given day, dude. So yesterday was Wingfest. Before that, like I still have to go suit shopping.
Yeah.
So we hit up Jonathan Reed on Glen Street.
That's right.
Told the guy, like, listen, I'm looking for a tweed suit. And he's like, yeah, we don't have that here. He's like, you don't wear that to a wedding. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, it's a European style suit. Good luck finding it in America anywhere. I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, still just shitting on me, dude.
Yeah.
And
The fact that you came in here asking for it is really just disappointing.
yeah. So then he
disrespected me asking for that.
So he says, so he's like, well, why do you like it? I'm like, well, because it's a warm material. I'm getting married in November.
Right.
I like how it looks. It's got like a very classic, like throwback look to it. And I don't know, be that as it may, maybe it's not something that the fucking financial advisor is going to wear to a wedding, but maybe I want to wear it to it's my fucking wedding, dude.
But he said, we don't do that here.
Basically, yeah.
You're going to wear what we tell you to
So he tells me, he says, this is the suit you wear. Like, in England, they wear these suits hunting.
And for dog racing.
And to go to, and to spend a day at the track watching the greyhounds race. So, my idea was, I'm going to actually read some of the reviews that I hired friends. I asked friends, I should say.
Hired them with no pay.
With no pay. I asked many people to leave reviews on the Jonathan Reed page. Dude, oh my god. They're all gone.
What?
They all got deleted except mine.
Of course, right?
Okay. I gotta see if I have them somewhere here.
That's why they're rated a 4.3.
Get rid of all the bad ones.
Or whatever they're
They were 4.6.
We don't want that in there.
Okay.
Make us look bad.
That's the way it seems.
Alright, let's see if I can find it. I went to Jonathan Reed Menswear after reading the raving reviews in order to find a suit to wear to my dog's upcoming race. She's a purebred greyhound with racing in her bloodline. After talking to the associates, they informed me they had nothing to offer me. I therefore explained I would be willing to pay full price for one that was not released, but I was told no. Overall, I'm highly disappointed. And then there's one of my other friends whose name I'm not going to reveal. Complete waste of time. I sent my husband in to get a suit for an up-and-coming wedding event. Customer service is beyond rude. Everything offered is something he would wear to the dog races. Buy a suit here if you want to gut your deer in style this winter. Stopped in to hunt for a nice tweed suit for an upcoming trip with some good friends. Salesperson was rude in pointing out they don't have any. I wouldn't bet on this place. That was clever. And then I'm not gonna lie, I used my fake, my burner email.
Yeah.
And I have to read this in a British accent because I typed it in a British accent. Good heavens! I came to get myself a nice tweed suit for a day at the Donegal Greyhound races, only to find out the blokes don't carry them. And they're all gone, except mine.
Yours is alright, acceptable.
That's crazy. I wonder how if they figured out that like you were the actual person that went in there, and they're like, all right, all the rest of the ones from today have to be
you think
like
this is clever? We got
So
it.
I just want you, like, if Jeff, the owner from Jonathan Reed Menswear, finds out who I am beyond a Google review,
I'm a dead man.
I want you to know I'm working on a non-violent, and nothing more than a lighthearted thing for you. But go fuck yourself, dude. That was
He goes to Frozen Dreams. He posted it, or whoever, the other day. I swear to God.
Jeff from
I don't know.
You can get
It
into
says
this food,
Jonathan
man.
Reed here at Frozen Dreams.
his
Whoever it is, it's whoever's sponsoring them.
Oh, okay, shit.
I was reading, I was laughing. I was like, what?
Wow.
It was on their Facebook.
I hope he gets a whole fucking Sunday all over his suit. Dude.
He had the biggest, whatever they got, the biggest thing.
They have a jumbo-sized
Something.
milkshake that just destroys your insides.
Yeah.
The Boston Shake and then something else.
I like the cake batter milkshake there. It was really good.
He was there eating.
That's
it,
solid.
posted on Facebook or whoever sponsors.
Well, here's the, like, I don't know. I guess maybe I know that I'm a hard person for people to get along with because I'm kind of a dick sometimes. But he told me that the suit I want is for fucking dog races and fox hunting. Like,
you wear what we want you to wear.
dude, yeah, dude, I didn't ask you for your input. I asked for the item. And he's like, I don't normally do
Yeah,
this.
who cares if you're going to go outside and light the suit on fire?
Yeah. I told him, I wish I had said, I want if worst comes to worst, dude, I'll take one of your fucking $99 polyester suits. You smoke a cigarette in that, you're gonna catch on fire.
Yeah. Fiberglass slivers in your nipples.
Fiberglass polyester, yeah, that's what it was. Slivers in the nipples, I forgot. God. So, my plan is, I am going to, once I get the suit, I found a suit online.
Yeah.
I'm just shopping around other sites to see, like, better reviews and price, all that. But I'm gonna wear the suit. I'm gonna put on like a classic like patty hat.
Yeah. Go back.
I'm gonna Sherlock Holmes pipe. And then
Monocle.
Possibly a monocle. And then I'm gonna take his dog with me, and I'm gonna have a hunting rifle.
Are you gonna go there?
No, I'm gonna take a picture. No, we're gonna do a photo shoot.
They're from.
No,
You can't say you're gonna take his dog and a gun.
I'm not
Do a
taking
photo shoot.
Okay, I am not taking a gun to Jonathan Reed. I am of sound mind, and I do not wish to shoot the owner of Jonathan Reed.
Or his dog.
Or his dog, or Nick's dog. I am simply upset that he said that my suit that I wanted was for dog races and fox hunting. So what I want to do is get a picture of me with all of that.
And show them.
And then I also want to get like a betting slip from a dog race. And put it in a picture frame and send it to him.
Alright.
And just sign like "fuck you" underneath it. That's it. That's it.
So where were you going with the first part?
The shotgun.
Yeah, I still don't know exactly
And
where
a photo shoot.
Photo shoot, like a picture taken of me holding he's got a dog, Whiskey, who that was his wife's idea. Have him as like my hunting dog. And I'm gonna be all dressed up in my tweed shit and my hunting rifle, patty hat, Sherlock Holmes pipe, monocle, and it's gonna look like I'm in the woods, like out on the hunt.
Yeah.
And then inside the framed picture, I'm gonna have a dog racing slip for him. That's it. That's the whole thing.
The whole getup.
Just really encapsulate it all into one 4x6 picture. Jesus Christ.
Awesome.
Dude, SWAT's about to come to my home. About 4 days later, when this gets posted, we're not safe.
Yeah.
We're not safe, but it's okay.
Good thing I just moved.
Yeah. Well, like I tried to end every podcast with. Dan Wade, what is your favorite conspiracy theory?
Come on. There's a bunch, but there's UFOs. There's the Bigfoot, right?
Yeah,
That
it might be.
that might be it. I mean, I don't know.
How about the Denver airport? Wasn't it Denver? Or there was some airport they were talking about that supposedly it was supposed to cost like $2.5 million to build, but the budget they ended up spending like $5 billion.
No, I don't know anything about this.
And there's like an underground like bunker underneath it.
Okay.
For like affluent people to go and hide if anything were to hit the fan.
You mean that wasn't made for the poors?
Probably not.
Shit.
That's what overpasses are made for.
I mean, but what happens if you're not affluent, but you're not overpass poor?
Well, I kind of think it would go like in the movie 2012, where they have those big arcs,
Yeah, that's right.
like the big ships that a bunch of people got onto, but then the rich people were paying it was like $1 billion a ticket just to get on there. Yep. So I think the poors are fucked.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Or even the non-billionaires. Even if you're worth $1 billion with all your assets and everything, how are you gonna get that together?
God forbid you have a family.
The day before or the day that the world is ending, the bank's closed.
Yeah.
They know.
Imagine trying to liquidate all your assets.
Oh, sorry.
To get.
While the sky is falling.
Yeah. God.
Sorry, we closed out a week ago.
We're actually out of money.
We have no money.
Do you guys take check? You guys take check? No, we do not take check. You got Apple Pay? Sir, there hasn't been cell phone service in 4 days. Half of California is actually on fire, and the other half just collapsed on itself.
We ran out of food, so we're actually going to eat you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you'll get on this arc. Until you join the poops.
Oops.
Or have the poops.
Possibly both.
They're around here.
Oh god.
somewhere.
One's at Domino's. One's doing cars.
Doing cars? So they're doing cars,
Mustang
making
Willis, he calls
pies? Or...
himself. Yeah,
Mustang Willis?
that's his name.
Not even like Mustang Sally. Like
That's what I
that. Nah. Move over, bitch. I'm Mustang fucking Willis.
That's it.
Bruce Willis is twice as hard cousin.
Twice, yeah. Dies twice as hard. Kills Hans Gruber in half the time.
Oh man.
God. By the way, if you guys have not yet, watch John Mulaney's new stand-up special. Fucking awesome.
Alright.
It's called Baby J. It's a great story about like just, you know, being a recovering coke addict, going through a divorce, and
Oh man.
like it's definitely not on brand with like the John Mulaney that like normal people know him for. Like I always think of like the Delta Airlines joke.
Yeah.
No, actually, your flight's been delayed by 9 hours. Okay. No, this is dark, but it's great, dude. Like without spoiling anything else of it, he shows up to so his one of his friends invites him to dinner. So he's like 2 days in on a coke bender. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a haircut, so that way I don't look like shit when I show up. And he showed up like 2 hours late to dinner, and everyone is there, and it, you know, it turns into an intervention. And it's like the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh man." And so they had 12 people in the room, and then they had 3 people on Zoom. And
Those people didn't really care.
He's like, I'm glad. He's like, you guys were worried about saving my life, and you called me on fucking Zoom. And they had like the woman from like whatever rehab service there, and he's like, all right, before we do this, can I go to the bathroom real quick? They're like, no, no, that's exactly what you want to do. No, none of that. But go watch that. That's great. It's weird how far he's come in his comedy shenanigans. But, well, guys, episode 3 in the works.
In the books.
In the books. Fuck the wooks. That's all I got. I can't think of a third rhyme. But find it wherever Frankie puts it. Because he's way better with this
Where the
stuff.
sun don't shine.
And, yeah. Tune in next week where maybe we get Joe Mansman.
Maybe.
Who fucking knows? He's sick from being in the rain all day yesterday. Dude, I love Joe. I can't be upset with him, but I am. But, I guess, thank you for tuning in. As always, drink till they're pretty.